Hey, how's it going? This is Matt from GoTherax, and in this video, I'm going to be going over a Turkish Get Up. So a Turkish Get Up is a full body, very functional movement that we teach a lot of our clients. If you're doing this, what we're looking to have you do is engage your core, your hips, as well as your shoulder instability, and to work on getting on and off the ground, or just building stability and endurance in doing something challenging. So this one is quite difficult. We generally are going to do a set of 3 to 5 reps for these, but we'll get it started here. So we have a kettlebell here. Generally we do this with a kettlebell. You can use a dumbbell for it, but we're going to do it with a kettlebell here. So the first position is we're going to be here on the side. We're going to grip with the bottom hand underneath the horn of the kettlebell or underneath the handle of the dumbbell, and I'm going to take the other hand on top, because what I want to do is, as I get to heavy ones especially, I want to be strong and use both hands to grip and to pull it over. As I do this, I'm going to keep this knee bent, and then I'm going to have this arm bent and straighten the opposite side and the opposite arm. So now I'm lying here. I'm then going to, the first position is I have to push this straight up, just like a press. So I now have it here. So now we have our starting position. From here, I'm going to roll onto that arm on the opposite side for a straight elbow, and I roll over to here. In this position, I'm now going to engage my core, and I'm going to pull myself onto the hand. Now, I'm going to press into this foot and the back of this heel to push myself into a bridge position. All this time, I'm keeping that kettlebell high with that arm straight. From here, I want to pull this leg through, and now I'm in this windmill position, pushing up to a high lunge, tucking that toe in back, driving the foot, again, keeping this nice and straight overhead, keeping my core engaged, and I've driven up into a standing position. Now I want to reverse that. I'm going to pull that leg down behind me into my high lunge. I'm going to take that opposite arm. I'm going to windmill down beside my hip. I'm going to get pressure on that hand. I'm going to drive through that foot that's bent to push this leg through. Then I'm going to drop the hips down, drop down onto the elbow, and then roll back to drop to this position here. We then would start again with another rep. Now, to change, I'm going to come here. I have my watch on this side, and I know I want to turn the face so I don't smack it on the back of my wrist there, and I will switch to the other side so we can see it there. Again, I'm on this side as I roll over, bent, bent, straight, straight to here. I'm going to press. I'm going to roll onto this elbow, going to press up to here. I'm going to drive through the hips into the bridge. I'm going to reach back to a windmill, push up into that high kneel, tuck the toe, and drive up into a lunge. And then I'm going to work my way sequentially back to the floor, reversing the movement that I just did. That's how the Turkish Get Up works. Notice pausing in each position and what we call owning that position, especially things like the bridge and the high kneel. We want to make sure that we own those positions and we're strong in each one, both on the way up and the way down. That's where you're building strength, stability, and some endurance in pushing through a hard task. Start out with a very low weight and work your way up as you get stronger. You shouldn't be working yourself to a heavier weight until you can get up with a nice strong push the entire time, not bending the elbow this way, all the way up and down with the weight you're currently using. Thanks.